the outset, congratulate and thank Chairman Bookhouse for organizing such a wonderful meeting of like-minded professionals at a place as beautiful as Jaipur. Since this is an informal roundtable meeting, I'll keep my talk short, very informal, and hopefully more thought-provoking and less provocative. From the Indian point of view, STM has mainly remained a textbook publishing activity with occasional reference books thrown in, and most of the activities were and are about import of books from the US and Europe. I'm again emphasizing on the STM publishing. Reprinting licensed editions is a serious publishing activity and business model here in India, and would and should continue as prolifically as is happening now. The advent of internet offered an opportunity for the Indian subcontinent of being a major player in the outsourcing industry. Today, almost all the major global publishers have their presence in India, and the debate has even started shifting off India as an outsourcing center to places like China and many other countries, and more recently, Philippines. Global and STM publishing is predominantly in the English language, and that has been the strength and the case for India to be a very serious service participant ever since the opportunity arose 3 decades back. Publishing and the way content is delivered to the end user has in the meantime revolutionarily transformed in the past decade, especially in the last 5 years, with the arrival of tablets, Apples, apps, and thousands of Android platforms, now even touchscreen computers. Today, the end user can choose the kind of content he or she wishes to use with a touch of their fingertips, and that is happening faster than we publishers can blink. Content is really becoming the king today, and the role and power of the distributor is being marginalized. Yesterday, I heard many voices defining the distribution scenario in India as sad, even pathetic, even after the entry of many large conglomerates. There is a question of course, payment, and really equally important, the bestsellers and preferred authors getting preferences at the cost of an opportunity at many of the counters where the book publishers expect to be exhibited. I have been in the publishing industry since 1978. In fact, so happy to see some of my colleagues or even seniors who started together at this STM convention. And starting in 1978, that makes me pretty old or young as how looks at it. And I am now 35 years old in the industry. And I guess I am sufficiently experienced enough to have an opinion and a point of view. I am always puzzled with publishers when they talk only about the printed books and its derivatives when content is discussed. I think as a publisher, we take ourselves too seriously and are rather prescriptive about what we believe are our domains and what our readers should get. We have to be careful not to be too inward looking and open ourselves to new ideas and technologies that we are not familiar with, leave alone masters of. Today's digital world is not merely the transfer of formatted pages and layouts through the internet. Today's digital world is also about delivering content compatible to the devices that the end users have. Today's digital world is not about ebooks and e-content alone, but about digital content that can move, that can speak, that can almost blow you a kiss. It is just participative and interactive content that is asking for its place in publishing industry today, and we can either close our eyes and pretend that it is not happening, or alternatively be consumed or replaced by other content providers who see the new opportunity that has now arisen. The fear of technology, I frankly believe, is part of the reason for this reluctance, and I find it honestly a bit amusing. Technology has always been part of publishing and has coexisted peacefully with content development and delivery. Even in my heydays in print publishing, I had no idea about the printing machines, color printing technologies, and an array of backups that went into converting content into the final book format, which many of us saw only at the proof level or at the time of release. Production managers managed the printers, editors sweated on the content, marketing did their part, and publishers, the prima donna, waved the baton of the sound of music, publishing. I can assure you that it is the same thing in digital publishing, at least in STM publishing. Learn to think of others as content providers, printers as developers, and your colleagues as software and hardware techniques, or if that satisfies them, even software engineers, and have the patience and the wherewithal, and we are in business in this brave new world of digital publishing. In print publishing, we leave it to our authors, editors, and colleagues to run the individual functioning and departments independently, and that is the way it would work in digital publishing also. There is no need for us to be technologically that savvy to be running a digital publishing industry. Oh, I forgot. You also need investments, a lot of investments. I am the one who firmly believe that both print and digital are inevitable parallel lines that will coexist, and both have their own place in the scheme of things. As publishers, we have to learn to understand both and prepare ourselves to play both the tunes, as the audience would like to hear. Technology in India and technology from India is our strength as much as English language is. And in a borderless world of digital publishing, especially in STM, we have an opportunity to be major players, not merely as service partners, but also as content providers. With Focus Medica, which is the digital arm of our parental company, Panther Publishers, we believe we have made a small beginning in this fantastic voyage, and I am optimistic that there will be many more of you with us in this interesting, pleasant, and perhaps profitable journey. Thank you.